Hey, what's going on, people? Squirrelman's Gaming. We are back with another Division 2 video, and we are talking about PvP in Division 2. Yes, this is the annex, so I'm reading off this. This is actual information that they have released. With that being said, let's go ahead and let's get into it.
Agents, welcome to the Division 2.
Okay, so we're talking about PvP in Division 2. Agents. If you haven't seen my last video, I'd suggest you go ahead and you go up and read up and watch that video. It will be in the description, or it'll be at the end of this video. So go ahead and watch this one, then go back and watch this one if you want to learn more about the Dark Zone. With that being said, enough about that. Let's talk about this. So, agents, welcome back to the Intelligence Annex, our series of development blogs detailing all things in Division 2. We heard the community's call, man, for PvP news, and we are here to discuss the two methods of PvP with you today: Dark Zones and Organized PvP. Alright, so if you haven't seen my last video, go ahead and watch that. We talked about the Dark Zone and everything new in it. But there is more that they haven't said in that one, which is here. So, first off on the list, Dark Zones. A rather dark zone. 3 Dark Zones are available in Division 2, DZ East, South, and West. And you can access them early in the campaign. Probably once you capture your base operations. So, the first Division 2 Dark Zones are PVE, VP. So, PVE, VP. Player versus everything versus player. Or player versus AI versus player. To put in perspective for y'all. Areas with enemy factions roam the areas, similar to the Division 1. Our focus in Dark Zone is to create a social interaction between players characterized by tension. We have implemented a 3-tiered progression system for rogues in the Division 2. There are 2 ways for players to engage with our new rogue progression: world interaction and targeting. Alright, so what they're saying is, you don't have to just press up on the D-pad or press whatever button it was on the PC to go rogue. You can have other interactions that you go rogue, but you're not as visible as a rogue agent till you kill somebody, or you might do some other interactions like lockpicking and that sort of stuff to basically activate your rogue timer, and you can go to secret safe houses only for a white rogue in the game. With that being said, I'm sure they'll put this in. But so the rogue status. This is the first rogue. This is the white rogue that I was talking about. Rogue status. This early stage in the rogue loop is new to Division 2, with a focus on theft and greed. Once rogue players see nearby opportunities to complete rogue actions, stealing other players' loot, hijacking supply drops, and cutting ropes, to name a few, performing any of these actions will target you, rogue. Here, the ultimate goal is gaining access to the Thieves' Den, a hidden instance that houses vendors only accessible by agents in this rogue state. The entrance location varies and appears when you execute enough rogue actions after exiting the den. Players return to SSD status once you leave, and if a player kills another player while in this rogue state, they will be disavowed. So, basically, if you go around hacking SSD networks and opening pick locks, or stealing people's loot, cutting ropes, this will make you rogue, but you won't be visible on the map until you're either disavowed or manhunt. And that way you can go around and access the new Thieves' Den, which has a vendor in there, probably selling high-powered loot, like guns, weapon, gear, mods, that sort of thing. So, disavowed. Yo, get offline. Why are you online, bro? See these people? Get offline, man. Get offline. But with that being said, disavowed status. This stage is most familiar to fans of the Division. Killing players raises the attack agent's disavow level, so probably disavow 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then killing off players raises the disavow agent to manhunt status. SHD agents can eliminate disavow agents to claim their bounties, probably bounties, money, XP, loot that you probably get from killing them. So, manhunt status. The ultimate status, the last status of Rogue. Manhunt status. This is the final stage of Rogue loot in which players have to clear their status at the SSD terminal in order to earn rewards. In Division 2, you have a choice of 3, not just 1, but 3 terminals activated in the Dark Zone to clear your manhunt status. You also have the option to increase your notoriety at any terminal. So that's basically, if you go to one terminal and you say, oh, I want to get more rewards, more loot, you increase your notoriety, which puts a higher bounty on your head, but makes you have more rewards from once you complete it. So, raising your rewards by requiring you to cash out at the next terminal. So bear in mind you have 3 terminals. If you do it twice, you probably get the maximum loot possible. But if you die, somebody's probably going to steal that bounty for themselves. So, where was that? But yeah, general terminal areas are visible on the mega map for SSD agent. So they usually have like a circle, an area where you have to, where like the terminal is. However, it's not going to show the specific area of that terminal, but only for the agents that are on manhunt. But precise terminal locations are only revealed to the manhunt players. This creates a cat and mouse style gameplay loop where SSD agents can track down manhunt agents and attempt to claim their bounty. So, matchmaking in the Dark Zone occurs in 2 separate brackets. If you ain't seen my last video, we talked about that. On one side, they have matchmaking brackets from 1 to 10, 11 to 20, 21 to 30, which is all normalized at the same power, so everyone has the same damage, or around the same ballpark of damage and that sort of stuff. If everyone had the same stat, everyone gonna have around the same damage, based on the individual weapons and that sort of stuff. So everything is normalized, and everyone's stats are brought up to the max probably. So if you ain't seen that, watch my last video. We talked about the Dark Zone and all that. So with the focus PvP, which is called Conflict, this is the organized PvP. So organized PvP is back in Division 2. For players who crave dedicated direct PvP actions, they can find it in Conflict, our designation for organized PvP. At its core, its type of PvP creates an opportunity for players to face off in arenas without AI complicating their engagements. Here, players queue into 2 organized PvP modes, skirmish and domination. I would hope for them to bring out more, like maybe because skirmish is more like TDM. We got domination. We should have like a search and destroy, like a capture the bomb and that sort of stuff. Yo, if you send one more message, I'm about to slide you, bro. I'm about to slide him. I'm about to put up. My man, we don't care about the orange and blue paint. Let me read, bitch. But yeah. So skirmish is returning. This man, I'm about to. Don't interrupt me. Skirmish is returning in Division 2, but the mode has been reworked to create a more tactical, team-based experience. In this 4v4 team deathmatch mode, characterized by short time limits and fast-paced gameplay, each team has a limited number of reinforcements. Reinforcements serve as a team of life pool that deplete of each respawn. Once teams reinforcements deplete, they are entered into elimination phase. Once a player is eliminated, they are out of the game. So basically, revive your teammates. Don't be a little bitch. Pick your teammate up. Try and save his life. This is where medics might be important. You know what I mean? If you like to play a medic, this might be your role. Alright. So, At launch, the Division 2, we're excited to introduce our unique take on the classic PvP game mode, Domination. First, the 3 objectives airdrop into the map shortly after. The map begins in order to give teams a chance to fight for control of the objective, like in any other Domination. So it becomes active. So they drop the looks like the crates there, the supply drop crates in that you can basically capture, and that's your capture point. So shortly the airdrops and shortly the match begins in order to give teams a chance to fight over control. They adjust area before it becomes active. In addition to passively capturing while in position around the objective area, players have the ability to active capture using an interactive on the objective. So you could be in the area and capture. However, you can speed up the process by holding X on the box or whatever the action button is to basically capture that quicker. So completing this interaction will instantly flip the objective to your team. So you don't have to sit in the area and wait for the capture. You can instantly flip it. However, obviously you're just standing, you're like a pole ready to get popped. You can't move while you're doing this action. But these actions take time. Players are severely exposed while performing these actions, so expect high risk, high reward situations in Domination. So, both modes do not stop there. We have additional gameplay features that will change the outcome of the organized PvP matches if used efficiently. Boosts are both in skirmish and Domination. These are place supply drops that reward random team bonuses when activated. Examples include extra armor, extra damage. I don't know about extra armor or extra damage. You know what I mean? I kind of feel like, maybe something, I don't know, increases your skills regeneration, or they increase your movement speed, stuff like that. I kind of think more damage and more armor. You know what I mean? I feel like we should stray away from that. Or I feel like it should be like you more speed, more skill regen, more movement. Or I don't know, maybe you get some power ammo for your weapons and that sort of stuff. But so supply drops are also being implemented into endgame. Organized PvP, and these provide specialization ammo. That's what I was talking about just now. So players receive announcements that supply drops are inbound, and these land on the map. Proceed with caution as specialization ammo drops if a player is killed while in possession of it. So if you die and you picked up the ammo, all the ammo gone. Somebody probably picked that bitch up since you died. So you gotta use it, pick it up, make sure you're with your team to use it effectively and efficiently. For the first time in Division, Conflict will feature bespoke maps, specialized handcrafted maps, that's what they mean, designed specifically for the PvP focused gameplay. These arenas are grounded and inspired by Washington D.C, but they're not a one-to-one representation, as we did not want to sacrifice PvP balance for authenticity. So basically it's not one-to-one like the real game, but there are slices and snippets of actual Washington D.C. locations that you don't find in the open world. So the 3 maps they got so far: Capital Ruins, players will compete for control of the forest environment. Stadium, players fight over urban streets, parking lots outside a baseball stadium. Georgetown, players battle for control over rooftop perches in its residential area covered in yellow powder. This man needs to start with the goddamn messages, man. Alright, last bit. This man has no respect. Why is he sending so many messages, bro? Nobody's even replying. Shut up. Alright. Matchmaking for organized PvP also occurred in 2 separate brackets. In one bracket, all players who have not reached world tier and began endgame are matched together, normalized to the same power level. In other bracket, all players who have reached world tier are matched together, normalized to the same world tier. So world tier 1, you're in world tier 1 without world tier 1 players. While normalization is active to reduce the peaks and valleys between players with high survivability and high damage output in organized PvP, minor stats advantages will be available to players. So basically, you'll increase the shield armor, you'll increase your skill power, that sort of stuff. That's the stats they're talking about. Will still be available to players who put the hours into their builds. While balancing is a factor to take into account when crafting a build, remember, build choices are still unique and offer a variety of gameplay options. Skill-based matchmaking onto many factors such as wins and losses also plays in a role in organized PvP. So basically, if you got a sniper, you got someone that's a sniper, you got someone that's skill build, someone that's a healer, that sort of stuff. All these like role-playing features do matter, because depending on the map, may offer you to have someone with a sniper or somebody with long-range capabilities. So, where was I? So when completing matches, players increase PvP level that exists separately from Dark Zone and overall character level. So you got individual levels. So your PvP matters, your PvP level matters, your Dark Zone level matters, and your individual character level. So there's 3 different levels that you'll be ranking up throughout the entire playthrough of the game. So to wrap things up, we're happy to announce that separate balancing is in effect for PvE and PvP modes. That's what we like to hear. So we ain't got, oh my god, they just nerfed the vector, goddamn. Because the vector damage for PvE and PvP will be different. So each weapon will be looked at and balanced in terms of PvP and PvE. So we don't just have a flat out nerf or flat out buff on a weapon like Destiny does for their weapons. Alright, so skills and talents in organized PvP, for example, we will have normalized versions that we have different statistics for than PvE compartments. In Division 2, we want to keep PvP competitive and healthy without negatively impacting players who enjoy PvP, which is a good smart move from Massive here. Thanks for joining us today in PvP discussions. Be sure to join us over the official forums, blah 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 blah, Reddit and all that good stuff. With that being said, this video is going long enough. If you want to get more information, go ahead, watch the videos on their channel, on their YouTube channel. They got a whole bunch of information for you there. But with that being said, I thank you guys for watching. Squirrelman's Gaming. More information. Stay true to this channel. You'll be getting more Division news and information as it comes out. With that being said, I'm out. Peace.